Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Juventus won away from home 2-1 against Monza. You see me dressed as a deer because today I did it like that. Maybe I need to continue like that because today, before going into the correct criticism on Juventus Football Club, I need to tell you something. Am I satisfied about the way that we played 90 minutes? No. But today we did what we were not able to do in a lot of games, which means winning, which means doing the dirty wins. With ifs, you do absolutely nothing. We know it. But if we would have won against Cagliari, if we would have won against Lecce, if today we would have spoken about a total different Juve competing probably also still for the top of the ranking of Serie A, and we were not able to do that, and that's a big pity. Today we do, because Napoli is there on top, second spot, because Atalanta is there, and they win in a dirty way. Nobody's complaining at Napoli, eh? Inter, dominant, stronger, the strongest team of the league, but there were some games where they were winning in dirty ways. Not that much, honestly, but some games they needed to win, they did it. Lazio win 2-1, the other win 2-1, Fiorentina win 1-0 with a really bad game they played last time. They win. So I will not complain about the victory, which was the most fundamental thing. We go back to victory after 4 match days in Serie A. We are still undefeated, which according to me means nothing if you are not winning the league. But we are still undefeated after 17 games. We are at 31 points. We are equalizing, let me tell you, the table, updated table. We are equalizing Fiorentina, but they have 2 games in hand, the one of tomorrow and the game against Inter. The thing is that they don't stop. Atalanta won today, 3-2, with Charles de Ketelaere. Napoli won today, or yesterday, I don't know. Inter plays tomorrow. So it was extremely important to be there. Extremely important to be there also because Milan is catching up because they won also there. Not a great game at all. So all of that part of the table, Bologna, 1 game in hand. They all won. Atalanta, Napoli, Lazio, Juve, Bologna, Milan. 6 on 8 with Fiorentina and Inter that needs to play tomorrow. So, according to me, if we are speaking about the fundamental thing, winning, we did it. Now, there are a lot of things that we need to speak about. Some good things, a lot of bad things. If there is one thing that I really will not understand, but I gave myself, unfortunately, an explanation, is how you can change after conceding a goal so much drastically, and especially after changing one man. Changing that much should not be allowed. Should absolutely not be allowed. Seeing a second half Juve like that should not be allowed. With one change, Thuram, Koopmeiners, and you see a total different Juve. And it's not because of Thuram, guys. I really don't understand it. Let me say thank you to Daniel White, to Darius, and to Orion before going with the first trophy of MVP that we will post then later on Instagram. So Daniel White, thank you for your donation. Grande Juve, celebrating the win of Juve. Thank you, Daniel White, to also be there in the other live, in the watch along. And then he's saying, what is Dusan complaining about? Look, I said it immediately on the spot during the watch along. Dusan Vlahovic didn't do a beautiful game at all. Missing a really easy or taking a really bad decision on that counter-attack, 1. Missing a control that unfortunately we start seeing more and more. Him going on the left side in penetration, inside the space. We are finding him, and with his strong foot, that is the left, is again not controlling the ball in the right way. He goes out of the game, and he's going with the exaggerated reaction on a 2-1. It can happen that someone lose the nervous. It can happen to everyone. We are all humans. But as I said earlier, you cannot mistake, reactionary, not controlling yourself the day after. Sorry, I should not have done that. Guys, let's continue. Let's stay united. Let's fight together. The day after you play, excuse yourself again, then the game after you do it again, another thing, and you protest with, and you fight with the fans, and you say sorry, and you speak bad, and then you with Serbia, and then you disappear for 3 games. You again today, in the beginning of the season, it was something else. Guys, stop. Grow up. Dusan, seriously, grow up, because more and more fans will give up on you. Because of that, it's not okay. It's not acceptable. At a certain moment, you need to understand that you need to grow up because you are part of a big team. Basta. Support your team. If you want to show us or to tell us, if you send us a message of let's stay united, you should lead by example. Guys, I tell you something extremely easy. I don't consider myself an influencer at all. I don't. I'm not big enough. I'm not an influencing what. But what I would love to be remembered at the day that I stop YouTube, I mean, for 95% of the time, because we are all humans and we are all doing mistakes, but I would love to be, recognized as Beppe was sometimes corporate, sometimes political, sometimes too kind with this. But Beppe was still an example of Juventinità, of how you do YouTube live. Losing, winning, drawing, not achieving result, was still an example of a person. That's what I would love to be remembered at. With his weaknesses, with his strength. Showing facts. And not in one game. Long period. Darius, 21 months. Thank you, my friend. Only individual quality keeping us alive. Motta 0. I don't 100% agree with that. It's true that the 2 goals are coming from individual solutions. But today, this solution has been brought, or the ability to create these individual solutions were brought by Thiago Motta and by the risk that he's also taking to play with 5 ultra offensive players, knowing that the defense was not the most solid one. So I really want to say, Thiago Motta, bravo for the risk that you are taking. I believe that all of the people before the game were praising Thiago Motta for taking these risks. We saw in a big part of the first half what we never did against these close teams was not only dominating but also playing. So I would really love to praise Thiago Motta for that, and also for, in the second half, being able to understand that we had the opportunities to shot from the distance. What I identified before the game, he was able to put him in the best conditions to take the shot from the distance. And these are also things that we need to praise Thiago Motta. Then, Thiago Motta was not able, losing cope manners, to transmit the same intensity, the same strength to the team for that second half, the same way of playing, because Juventus totally changed. And these are the things that we need to blame Thiago Motta on that. So Thiago Motta 0, I don't agree. Only individual, no, I don't agree. In second half, I didn't even see, except of the individual shots from Nico, but that were planned. I didn't see anything, except of maybe Kenan Yildiz trying sometimes from the left side of the field. So I would not say Motta 0. I will not give Motta 10. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Far from 10 for Motta, because if you present your team after the second half in the way that we saw Juve playing, then no. Then it's not acceptable, and it's not good. It's not good against a Monza that we know it. The worst teams for shots on target That's the statistics that are real. The worst team for shots on target from Serie A were able today to go with 5 shots on targets against Juve. You see them here. Shots on target 5, Juve 9. 5 shots on target from Monza is not good. It's not good. It's not good at all, which means that you asked for it. If I'm looking, because I don't know, guys, but I will tell you when these shots are coming. I believe there were 2 in the first half. One was extremely sloppy. One was the goal. But let me check. I will tell you immediately. First half, shot on target 3 from Monza. Second half, 2. Okay. But 9 attempts against 8 attempts. So 8 attempts in the first half, 9 attempts in the second half for Monza. They were a bit less precise than in the first half. But anyway, 5, it's way too much for the worst team of Serie in terms of shots on targets. Ordion, thank you for the donation, my friend. 34 months as a member. To me, we are still another center back playmaking midfielder and poacher forward, all world class to be anywhere near the top teams in Europe, hopefully this summer. We know that the team was not 100% filled and perfect during the transfer market, because it's true that you will repeat me the story of 200 million euros spent, which are not 200, they are 160 or 165. And that we have 12 new players, yes, 3 from the next gen, 9 new faces. That some of them we didn't even see, like Nico Gonzalez, actually, until now, like Douglas Luiz, like a lot of players that we didn't see. We sold also a lot of players like Huijsen, Soler. We were obliged to do some sacrifice. The team is not complete, so we need more players. Center back, we missed 2 center backs, because Kalulu was intentioned, or the intention to bring Kalulu was to play him as a right back. So one was needed. On top of that, Bremer is out, so we need 2 center backs. A playmaking mid. Well, look, if you have a 4-2-3-1 that we tout, or a 4-1-4-1 with the Douglas Luiz that would have performed like he performed last year and the year before with Aston Villa, probably that would have been covered. He's not there. He's invisible. He's injured. So you're right. If you have a Douglas Luiz that is performing according to expectations, probably would have spoken about something else. And then up front, I agree, because I see Hugovic. When we hear Hugovic, we know that he's probably a fan of Dusan Vlahovic. That has been again stellar and darkness in the same season. Exposed a lot this season on the ball, great in other qualities. We saw him performing fantastic in some of the games, but it has been really, it's not the Dusan Vlahovic that is what I love. I love the players that are doing like this, a career like this, a career. I'm not saying here, because that means that you're not Juve level, but I'm meaning you are a player that is here and that is starting your career to the top. Dusan Vlahovic this season is this, guys. Super high peaks, super low, super high, super low, super high, super low, super high, super low. You don't know which Dusan you will see. It's really tough. And the nervous has been no, even like this. All season long has been super high. Matt, thank you for your donation. I'm struggling to understand the value Cope brings. Look, the value that Cope brings today is extremely clear, according to me. And you see the difference, Matt, thank you for the donation, from the first and the second half. According to me, it's really clear the value that Cope brings, especially in that new role. It's a player that was the 3rd player for touch balls until he played, so the first half, the first midfielder, more even than Locatelli, a player that allows you to play more centrally, that allows you to take the ball and having a qualitative player there in the midfield where you can have diversity. A player that is maybe the link up front and there can play on the left, can play on the right, can support a lot. According to me, today, Cope manners brought a lot in that first half. If we saw a Juve that was playing really well during 20-25 minutes, it's also, if not, a lot thanks to Cope. Unfortunately, Cope manners now, we will see. People are telling me, Beppe, can you please translate what Giovanni Albanese said on Twitter? Let me check. I will try to check and understand Giovanni Albanese because I didn't read it yet. But we already said that. This was at the end of the first half. He said, adductor problem for Cope manners. The sub was precaution, so it means to avoid risks. This is what he said. So he felt something at the adductor to not make it worse. They took him out of the field, which has been a turning point of the game of Juve today. But am I reassured? I'm absolutely not reassured. The last time that we took a player away for precaution, we didn't see him anymore. Who am I speaking about? The last time we took away a player. Give me the name of the player, but also the game. No, Milik, no, guys. Milik, no. The people in it that they know, it's Douglas Luiz. Do you remember? What game was it? We took him away. Precaution against Stuttgart. And we didn't see him anymore. Then we saw a bit of Douglas 10 minutes and then he went away. It's true, huh? So am I reassured? Precaution? No, I'm not. At Juve this season, when it's precaution, we don't see them anymore for at least 6 weeks. If it's a normal injury, you don't see them for 3 months. If it's a big injury, the season is over. Fagioli saying it's Fagioli time. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. There is one more game against Fiorentina, then you have the Supercoppa. From that moment on, the Mercato will already be open. Guys, then I would love that all the players succeed and stay at Juve as long as possible, but I don't want to sell you false hope. For the Fagioli lovers, I don't want to sell you false hope. I would not love to. So start preparing yourself. Then if he stays, better for everyone, huh? Better for all of us. Super great, fantastic, and hopefully he performs as well. Bogdan, 35 months. Grazie, Bogdan. We won. It's all that matters. 30 win. You know what is a real big pity, according to me? No, we will not get Tonali, Michael. Forget about it. Also, even if you sell Fagioli, you will not get Tonali. You know what is a pity? That today we made it a dirty win. You remember what I told you last time and the time before and before and before and before, that the human mind has always that tendency of remembering the last 30 minutes of a game, the last 15 minutes of a game. Like when you're doing a year evaluation, you remember the last 3 months of a year. If they were good, of course, you forget about the 9 months where you were incredibly poor. Or you forget, or if you're poor, you will probably forget about the first 9 months where you were really consistent and good. So it's a pity that people are like that, because I think that we need to evaluate the entirety. We made it a dirty win because of our second half. The first half was much better, even if that first half was not 45 minutes of good, strong, solid football, because we conceded a goal and because at a certain moment we even disappeared from a game for a few minutes, which should never be allowed. But we made it a dirty win because we entered with the wrong mentality, with the wrong intensity, with the wrong choices in the second half, giving Monza the opportunity to become the Monza that we saw in that second half, which was absolutely not okay. Big game ahead of us. Hope for good results. Really, this 2 months gonna be hard. January will be tough. First, of course, we will have the last game of the year. There will be no break because we will continue to play immediately with Supercoppa. So there is no rest, non c'è riposo per la Juventus. But if we're looking at the next game, is Juve-Fiorentina, okay? Then it's Supercoppa. Then it's Torino-Juve, derby, Atalanta-Juve. Big game in Serie A, Juve-Milan before Champions League game against Bruges that can already be decided for the top 24. If we go towards the ranking of Serie A, what do we see? That we have the opportunity, beating Fiorentina next week, to be temporary, minimum equal to them. They will have 2 games in hand, but at least we recuperate them, which will psychologically be extremely important if they win tomorrow. If they don't win tomorrow, we even have the opportunity to go at 34. But that will be if we are able to do something that we were never able to do this season, which means 3 wins in a row. And I'm speaking about all competition together. Because we won in Coppa Italia, we won today in Serie A, we'll have to do it against a Fiorentina that is a bit less good than a few games ago, but still a threat. Our friend Peter Gitti. Our backline was fragile and Monza easily penetrated us on several occasions. The boys were so sloppy today, lucky that Monza was so poor in their attack. It's also true. It's correct. It's totally correct. Can we first vote for the man of the game? We are at 379. I want at least 150 votes. Start telling me, and then I will continue to say thank you to Peter and answering that, and maybe a bit more tactically on that one. But man of the match. I want to put Nico Gonzalez. I want to put Weston McKennie as well. Why? Because not only the goal, the opener, that 1-0, but also he played left back, he played number 10, he played even number 9 at the certain moment, so I really want to put him there. Nico Gonzalez with 6 shots, 5 on targets. I need 2 more, so I need your names, guys. Now, I need your names into the chat before I go with the poll. Locatelli, I see a lot in the chat. You know what? We go with 3. Because then we are going with, I don't know. You see here, I see Savona, Di Gregorio, Motta, Weston, Loca, Vlahovic. You see, I see all the names of the world, so it means that we don't have a precise idea, even Chico. Three names, Nico, McKennie, Locatelli. I think that the fight will be between Weston McKennie and Nico Gonzalez. Oh, who knows? Maybe even Locatelli. You never know. Because McKennie, of course, playing that today run, he was everywhere at a certain moment. At a certain moment, he was really running everywhere. If you're looking at the position of West, you see that we are attacking that way. Okay, look at the position of Weston McKennie. This is, for example, something that we were asking our left back, right back, or full backs to do, and we never saw. Especially in that first shot, it was super, super high. But probably that's also one of the reasons why we conceded that goal, where unfortunately was invisible, leaving two men to Kalulu that was daydreaming, and he missed his guys. But it's true that if we are expecting that from a player like Weston McKennie, it's not even his role, then you're exposed. Then you're exposed. But look at the strong, solid position of Weston McKennie. Strong, solid position. Strong. Look, if I would have to vote, it would be tough. I let you vote because I don't know. Nico Gonzalez on the other side was everywhere. If we want to go towards the details of these two men, I tell you. Of course, Nico played 60 minutes. Weston played 88 minutes. In terms of touches, Weston McKennie was third with 76 touches, 60 passes, 54 succeeded. That's 90% of pass accuracy. Played a lot in the back. Nico Gonzalez, only 29 touches. So it's really, really bottom. Nico Gonzalez really bottom. There is only Dusan Vlahovic with 28. Cambiaso 25, but yeah, he really entered at the end. Vasilje, Fagioli, and Bangula, the three subs that entered really late into the game that touched less balls, but Nico Gonzalez really bottom with only 17 passes, and he missed a lot. Because people, they forget about that, but he had on 17 passes, only 11 that were great, or that was successful. That's only 65% of pass accuracy, which is not everything, because if we go towards the attack, what do we see? Nico Gonzalez, 6 shots, 5 on target. Yildiz, 4, 3 on targets. Dusan Vlahovic, 2 attempts, 0 on targets. So for people that are defending Dusan with their life, the stats are there for the really bad game of Dusan. Weston McKennie, 1 on target, 1 goal. Full-time entries, 13 for Manuel Locatelli, Savona 7. Weston McKennie is entering the podium there with 6 final third entries. Defensively, because that's also something that we need to consider, 2 tackles, he didn't win them, 2 interceptions, while 1 fall won and 1 clearance for Weston McKennie. I think that today, probably, if really I go with what I saw, what I see now, what I study with the stats, the position on the field, the touches, him doing 3 positions being also extremely important for the team, probably my vote would be right up for Weston McKennie. Up that little bit for Weston McKennie. Let me say thank you to Tomek. So I don't know if I will influence you or not. Weston McKennie is far. At the moment, 53% for Nico Gonzalez, 29% for Weston McKennie, Locatelli with 18 at the moment. But after checking the game, analyzing the stats, the importance of how much he gave to Thiago today, and you saw how he went out without a single energy. He gave everything. McKennie. Yeah, I would go for McKennie. I would go for McKennie. My vote. We have 150 votes. Let's try to go towards 200. Can you do that little extra so that we have 200 votes and we can really have a clear image of who won, so that we can give the award later on social media? Luki, ciao Beppe. Seeing the January games, it's a must to add the center back to avoid injury, vice winger, and vice Dusan Vlahovic. An alternative if we don't meet new agreement for DV9. Look, DV9 will be out of the market of January. We received an offer from Arsenal, 42 million euro, which are not enough for Juve now. In the summer, it could even be enough, but not now, because we will not have the power to go for a valid replacement for Dusan. Before the game, Giuntoli confirmed that we are waiting still for Milik. That should be back in 1 or 2 weeks. What does that mean back? That's something that I still need to understand. Back where? Back training with the team, and we need 2 more months to see him starting a game, or back with the team in 2-3 weeks, also being there on the bench, because that makes a huge big difference, of course. 42 million is a very cheap Beppe. It's true, but that's what they offer us, because they know that it's a player that is out of the financial parameters, and you saw his reaction on the bench, a player that is not 100% happy, a player that is controversial, because they go there. From what I know, guys, the agents, they are allowed to hear. That doesn't mean that they are allowed to agree, but they are allowed to hear. So that's what they offer. 42, it's more or less to actually not be negative in what we need, on what we signed him. I see McKennie that is doing a small remontada. 30% for Weston McKennie, 49 Nico Gonzalez, 21 for Locatelli. I'm positively surprised for how many votes Locatelli is receiving. If we buy players outside of Serie A, the January players will need time to adapt, as all our new players this summer. Also true. Back before 2025, we don't know, huh? 2 weeks and we are already in 25. I'm starting to be worried with us not being able to find Yildiz still. Look, Yildiz did the game that he needed to do, according to me, or at least the game that was planned for him to do. Let me put it a bit bigger now. We have time. Playing his part defensively, offensively, and this time also much more present here. Much more present here. Why is that? Also because in second half we saw him doing a lot of movements there. So without co-op manners, we see a Kenan Yildiz that received also the confirmation from Thiago Motta to do that. Also because Weston McKennie is not Cambiaso. Weston McKennie is playing, and we saw it here, guys. We saw it here again. Here is Weston McKennie. So as he has someone in the back covering him, Kenan Yildiz, without co-op manners, knew in second half that he could start being here. And that's where we were able to find Kenan Yildiz a bit more central. In the first half, did we find him a lot? We didn't look for him a lot. And in second half, I think that we could have done it a bit more. I'm not worried about Kenan. Honestly, it's one of the guys that I'm less worried about him, about the way that he's playing. He's doing really well in that position. And today we saw him also. How much time he went with shots? We said it earlier. He went with 4 shots, 3 on target. He had 1 header, I think. Or not. Maybe I'm wrong. 2 shots for sure. Did he go with a header? I think he went with a header, no? I try to remember. Did he go with a header? Can we check that somewhere? I think yes. Let me check. But now, of course, you need to find it. I think it's one of... No, that was a goal. Head. Yeah, bravo Beppe. The memory is still working. Cortomuso, no. I don't agree with Cortomuso. Cortomuso, short snout, yeah, 1 goal of difference. But now, if we start qualifying all the games of Cortomuso because there is 1 goal of difference, no. Also because Cortomuso has never been specifically about 1 game, but more about the season. It has been badly transformed. The theory of Cortomuso, it's about a season. A season where at the end, if you have, 91 points and the second one has 90 points, short snout, and you win. Which is correct. About the game, no. Then if you really want to extrapolate 1 goal of difference, yeah, it's 1 goal of difference. But I don't know if we can really do it like that. Beppe, who has been your player of the season so far? Look, I would have loved to do my first part of the season analyze, but it's difficult for me because 17, that means if we go back to here, to One Football, and we go towards the fixtures of Juve, match day 19 will be played on the 14th of January. That's the first part of the season according to me. 14th of January, match day 19th. I'm trying to tell you how many more games we have. News, fixtures. Yeah, fixtures. That means we have still 1, 2, maybe 3 with Coppa Italia, 4, 5 games. Ah, no. Yeah. 4 or 5 games. It's a lot, huh? And also, that can be really influenced with the Supercoppa. If you win the Supercoppa with someone that has been excellent there, the things can change. So far, if you tell me... So that's why I think I will do it after. Maybe we can do with some votes of 2024 before, I don't know. If you ask me really about player of the season so far... Kalulu was up there, but then also for Kalulu it started to be less effective, maybe less surprising. Good, huh? Still good, but less surprising. Committing also a few mistakes that someone, even other people, took the blame for him. But he will be up there, of course. Cambiaso has been really good. Chico, Cambiaso, Kalulu, and Locatelli should be there in the top 4. No, Chico played a lot now. Huh? He missed a few games in the beginning, but then he started really to play a lot. Loca, Cambiaso, Chico, Kalulu are there. And from these 4, the ones that played with most continuity, game in, game out, offering and McKennie. McKennie could be there as well. The 5 tops, McKennie could be there as well. I would put from the best ones. I don't know, guys. It's tough. Maybe Cambiaso with winning it, Cortomuso. Yeah. So far, but pay attention to the other ones. Ciao, Sasha, again. Vlahovic, not that bad, according to Neven. So, are we closing the votes, the poll now? Yeah, we are closing the poll now. 200. If you want, it's now the moment. I give you... one more minute. Let me put the chrono on. It's now time to vote for your man of the match. Let me check. Yeah, until 27. Let's go. Then Neven, if you want to do it, Neven, and send it to me in the 2 versions, you can do it. Otherwise, I do it after the game. I will also need the celebration of McKennie with the mask of the zebra, so that I can post it as well immediately. Yeah, we close. We close the votes because nothing can change anymore. The first trophy will go, and we will prepare it later, to Nico Gonzalez, 51%. Let me write it down so that maybe we can add it. 51%. McKennie, 29%. And Loca, 18%. Ok, bravo. What else can we say about the game, guys? Ask me the question so that we continue. Mamma mia, we have not even 200 likes. Today you're asleep. Guys, you are asleep. I understand that the second half was not really stimulating, but mamma mia, you're really asleep. Let me check if we cooked here. 35.80. Bravo, bravo, bravo. We are nearly 100 more than our initial objective. That was 35 for 2024. Some people told me, Beppe, 2025 will be the year where you will hit 50. 50 is something that means 15 more in a year. I never did that. My record is like 10,500 over the first year. Growing with 100% more than the first year would be tough. Really, really, really tough. Who knows? Who knows? Francie saying I was really half asleep. It's too late. Probably that's the thing. That's why you're tired, guys. Of Juve, not because of the life. Good night, Shervin. You have changed Bello Beppe on your podcast and you have evolved. But in a good way or in a bad way? Like a Pokemon. Evolution 2 or 3. In a good way or a bad way? Dusan needs to read the game more. If you feel that you are not involved, then you need to act. Run more. Ask for the ball. Dusan is static. Observation of our friend. Tomorrow is a work day. Indeed, bravo, Jorge. Jorge, or Jorge, or Giorgio D'Alessandro. I think it's Jorge. Were you not saying that we would draw today? Yeah, you were saying that we would draw today. We won, huh? Michael, sorry if I never buy a membership, but I will support. No, guys, never say sorry. Never say sorry for that, Michael. Because you know that I never ask memberships, I never ask donations, I never ask anything in terms of money. Never, never, never. Of course, it's really appreciated. Of course, it is supporting me as a content creator. Of course, it's giving continuity to the channel to do more. Yeah, it's true. But not all of you have the possibility. I don't ask for it. You don't have to it. That's why also a lot, nearly everything is totally for free on YouTube. The only thing that I'm asking for you, if you really want to support the channel, as you are doing, Michael, is to give me a maximum of likes on the videos, on the lives, especially on the videos, watching them. If you are doing that, guys, my life is complete. You know what I will do? You know what I will do? I will give 5 donations now. I will give 5 donations now. Of course, it's random. I cannot choose, unfortunately. So, who knows? Maybe Michael, I will receive a membership. I receive a lot from you. So, if I can donate, let's do it. Let's do it. Five membership offered. Let's discover who received them. Italian and Australian football fan that just said that I evolved. I'm still waiting if it was in a good or in a bad way. Youssef Mirmo, Jean-Elias Yamin, Haitam Sharara, and Naveen R. So I'm really sorry, Michael, that you didn't receive it. Hopefully you will receive it one day. You know it's random, but I did my job. So hopefully you enjoy. Hopefully you enjoy, guys. Enjoy that one. Yeah, my man of the match, McKenny, for a short snout, huh? For a short snout. Second was Nico Gonzalez, like you guys. For the rest, let me check also. I will tell you one big thing that I noticed today that made me pissed off. It really made me pissed off. First half, second half. It's now more than 200 likes. Grande, Loki. Thank you, Loki. Paolo, P-Bugs. Thank you for the donation. Ciao, take the points. But seems like we went back to that. But I don't know if we went back to that, but you know what is really strange in the game of that we saw today? It's a Juve that we never saw against small teams like that. In a positive way, in certain moments. Certain moments. And if probably we had done that earlier, probably today we have a step ahead. And then again, a Juve that is going back to the old problems, Attenzione, because we have maybe the first trophy that I will show you here live. Yeah, guys, thank you to the two of you that are working behind the scenes, because it's two different persons. One sent me the reaction video, one just sent me the man of the match. Mamma mia. Beauty. Wait, because I will show you here the first man of the match trophy, and you will tell me what you think about it. You will tell me, of course, what you think about it, about the graphic. So wait, you will tell me if you love the graphic, guys. You didn't see it, huh? Nobody saw it, huh? So the graphics are like that. Wait. Square, bravo. Okay, let me take away. No. Let me take away this. How many pick? Mamma mia. Ooh, you see? Oh, that was still the Juve 2024. Okay, it's gone. It's gone. I will come back to you, Paolo. Huh? Let me first show you the graphics. We have a long format and we have a square format. The square format is for the community tab on YouTube, and it is like, and it looks like, are you ready? Let me wait, because it's not perfect now at the moment. Wait. Let me put it better. This is the man of the match graphic that we worked on with our friend. I don't know if I can say who it is or not, because he loves to be anonymous, but he knows who he is. If he says yes in the chat, then I will tell you who it is. Otherwise, I don't tell you. This is the trophy. The square format is for YouTube community tab. The long format will be on IG, and I will show you later how it, if you follow me on IG, you will see it. So this is how it looks. Man of the match, the teal, we will try to let that color come more and more and more on the GJustjuve channel. So you see the name, Nico Gonzalez, you see man of the match, and then chosen by the GJustjuve YouTube community that is there in the middle. You have voted Nico Gonzalez. We will also tag him, so hopefully he can also see the picture. And you see in the back you have that black and white, because Juve is black and white with the legends of the past. You can see Buffon, Pirlo, Del Piero, you can see Mandzukic, Zidane, Ronaldo, Platini, Dybala, Paul Pogba. So you see, and even behind there are other players that you cannot see, that will always be there. These players, it will be difficult that they will join these legends, but at least for, like a moment, they will be up there. And they are in color. Why? Because, of course, we want to put the focus and congratulate them with the game that they just did. So I hope you enjoy it, and then you have the long format that you will put on IG. There are two questions in the chat. The one of Alvin that is asking, Beppe, how do you receive memberships? Receiving them, I believe that in the chat there is something to do on your YouTube account to say, I want to be selectable for receiving memberships. But I don't know exactly where to. I did it also for me, but every time it's asked in the beginning. So you just have to say, yes, I want. And then if it's you, it's you. And then I had another question, a really nice one. Matt is saying on iPhone, Beppe, how can we do to offer membership? Look, on iPhone is not giving you that possibility. But you can do it if you go on the video, you have description of the video. You click on it, you will see the description, and then you will see join the GJustjuve membership. And I think clicking that link, you will be redirected. I think it works like that. but I'm not sure because I always do it via computer. Yeah. But I think it works. If someone can confirm that you can do it like that, but I think it's just like description, you click it open on this video, description, you click it open, you will have the title, and then join the GJustjuve membership, and you have that link. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. And a new member, he found a way. Knorshen Kobol, thank you for being a member of the channel. Really appreciate it with a really strange profile picture. A house and a kind of rabbit. I think it's a rabbit or a cat, but I don't know. I don't know. I see Jika chat with a Western Mac Padawin, because it's true that Padawin was also at a certain moment playing everywhere. Jordi saying Beppe, where is Nedved? He was one of the one behind that unfortunately has been cut out. People are loving it. I'm happy that you love it. I'm happy that you love it. Thank you. Really, 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 really appreciate it. Here is the man. That's the man. That's the man that is doing them for us. Neven is working a lot on the channel. You know, we have a community. The most closest in the chat that are helping are Mohammed El Shahali, Telegram group, Saraz, Telegram group, the memory of the channel, and also he is now more and more actually cutting the goals reaction and he's sending them to me so that I can be fast in posting them after the live. So thank you. Neven, that is doing a lot of work in terms of the shorts that are edited. He worked on the man of the match graphics, etc., etc. Vlogs done by Neven. The vlogs, the quality of the vlogs done by Neven. We have a Carlo that as soon as I ask him something, is helping. So grateful for Carlo as well. I hope I don't forget anybody with the big support. Of course, we have some moderators in the chat, Michael, Amat Sako, etc., that are helping to keep it clean. So thank you for them. So we have, and then all the people that are always supporting every single live, every single day. Sasha, that I'm thinking about immediately. Bogdan, Natasha, more and more on the channel. Thank you to all of you. Looks like Matt found the way because he offered 5 memberships. So let's say thank you. I'm just discovering it's still not Michael, but we have Mitch Dyer, Kerim, Turkey, Shalfa, and Lord Shax that received the membership. Thank you to Matt. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it, Matt. Thank you. Really, really, really appreciate it, my friend. Alessio, helping a lot. Last time we had a long meeting with Alessio about what we can do also for the future. We didn't have a concrete plan, but attenzione for 2025. That can be a big, huge year for GJustjuve. You did it on the laptop. Even better because you opened the laptop just for that. Are there some things that we need to say about Juve? So, shaky in the back, scared. What I'm the most scared about is I'm scared about a fragile team. We are a fragile team, guys. We are a fragile team. We saw it here. We saw it here in that moment after conceding a goal. We have that possession but extremely sterile. These moments are not allowed, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks of Monza in second half. With the Juve seriously trying to go for that third goal only for 10 minutes in the second half. Not even from the start. Look, I always said, and you can go as far as you want, except of a few exceptions. Thiago Motta Juve, if there is something that is recurrent, that is always coming back, is always that we give the game in the first minutes to the opponents and that we start giving again the game to the opponents in second half. That's not okay. Luckily here we are able to take it back. Mentality fragile because of what, Michael? Because of a lot of things. Because it's a team that is not able anymore to remember wins. Who is the only one that won the Scudetto in our team? From Perin, second goalkeeper, Danilo, and I have difficulties to remember who else won the Scudetto with Juve, guys. Help me, Kalulu with Milan, bravo. Yeah, Pinsoglio. No, McKinney didn't win. He arrived with Pirlo. Kalulu, Danilo, and the two goalkeepers. The Perin didn't win it as a protagonist. Now he's more protagonist than back. Pinsoglio didn't win it as a protagonist. Danilo is not even a starter now. He's not even playing now, except of when we are really obliged. There's only Kalulu that won it, and not with Juve. So that's, of course, you can also win it without any players that won it, but that's a reality. On top of that, you have a lot of younger players. If you're looking at the team here that I have opened, a Savona, a Yildiz, a Conceição, or younger players. This season we played with a lot of players. We have inexperience. You have a team that is also scared. Then you have probably a team that is aware that they are not the strongest one of Serie A, which makes a lot of difference. And a team that is looking for their way, which we didn't find yet. We are still in testing phase, what is working best or not. Carlo, best in the protagonist in the locker room. Did Fagioli win any? No, because he came... he came actually starting to play with Allegri bis. Now the question is, did he win one with one appearance? You know what I mean? There are some players like that were with the youth academy, and then they went up for one appearance and they win the title. Yeah, indeed. He won the title with one app, and it was in 18-19, and he actually didn't even play that season. So he's counted on, he won the Serie A, but probably because he was on the bench. Let me check. On transfer market 18-19, he was probably called up without playing. Fagioli 18-19, I will show you guys. Fagioli. Stats all seasons 18-19. Shit. I had to you see Serie A is counted here. He didn't play, but he was on the bench one time, called up against Lazio where we won 2-1. So because he was on the bench, because he's on that, the game sheet where you are filling in the players, then you are as you participated, you won. So he has one title, but because he was on the bench against Lazio in 18-19 of Allegri. Beppe, name a Juventus player for an edit. Huh? Do one of Bangula. He was playing to Cremonese. I don't remember. Yeah, then he went on loan to Cremonese. My daughter says, hello, Beppe. She likes your video. Ciao, Joey. Joey, tell me the name of your daughter so at least I can say hello in a proper way. But anyway, if you don't reply, I will already say ciao. Ciao, the daughter of Joy. Grande daughter. But I need the name, so at least I can do a personal one. What is the longest period without a title for Juve? I need to get back on memory. Out of memory, I would say 7 or 9. 7 or 9. Then, of course, I believe I counted it since 80, since the 80s. Before that, I don't remember by heart. I will need to check it. Her name is Luciana. Ciao Luciana. Ciao Luciana. Grazie. Thank you. Ciao Luciana. Juventina of the world. Oh, stop. Beppe, I don't know if you already spoke about it, but what's your opinion about Vlahovic's behavior after? Yeah, we already spoke about it, so I will not go too much in detail. What I said is we are not perfect. Human persons are not perfect. Or human beings are not perfect. We all do mistakes. What is annoying with Dusan, unfortunately, is that you see that he's really nervous. And if it's not fighting with the supporters, then it's speaking strangely after Serbia. If it's not that, then it's complaining on the bench like he did today. In the beginning of the season, it was also controversial. You see that, it's like something that is about to boom. It's like you have already a really bad day because of so many external things. Then you are in the subground, you're going back to home, you're like that. Someone is just, slightly pushing you, and all the nerves that you had accumulated inside goes to that person that was not even pushing you harder. It was, that's the drop of water. And you feel it. It's not serene at the moment. It's not really. It's not in the conditions. And you see, one day he says sorry because then he think about it. I'm sorry. But he cannot continue like that. Relax, Dusan. Basta, Dusan. Calmati. It's not good for the health. Seriously, guys. It's really not good for the health. It's not good like that. It's not sustainable like that. Calma. That's what I want to say. And then I want to see a definitive step of maturity. Then what he did today with Juventus winning 2-1 is disrespectful because it goes in contradiction with that unity behavior. Look, Schalfa is saying, I thought he was mad at the referee. Maybe, but we don't know. What you say, Schalfa, is, I thought that. I interpret like that. You interpret like that. And probably all of us will be correct. All of us will be wrong. But we don't know. And a team that is on the field, they see him going like that. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Then, you know what you do? You go on the bench, triple whistle. You go under the shower. If you are not calmed down, you go. You ask a private room in the Monza locker room somewhere, not with the team of Monza, of course. A private room there. You isolate yourself. And you go and you shout and you do it until it's gone alone, that nobody sees you. Basta, mamma mia. Look at that. Ruslan, he found the answer. From 1905 to 1926, so 21 years without winning. And then from 1886 to 1995, that's 9 years. I said 9. I said 9. And then from 1935 to, that's why I cannot read. There is a small bug with the computer of Ruslan. He was angry because of Monza defense marked him. He wants to tell, Buonanotte, Neven. Thank you, my friend. I will post it later. Today's game, Beppe. Do you not agree that we had luck with referee? First, I think Chico should have seen 2 yellow cards. Second, that no, I think it was not the handball because you clearly see the movement of McKennie. McKennie is taking away his arm, is not increasing the space, he's actually reducing the space and trying to be as close to his body as possible. I don't think that this is a yellow. I saw a referee that was annoying me with a player from Monza that is going on the ground. I whistle immediately. I don't know what happened. But I will whistle. I see McKennie on the ground with the head. He's touching his face. The referee doesn't. He's not even looking at him if he's being better or not. That doesn't mean that the referee was extremely bad or that he wasn't favoring Juve or not. It's just that 2 yellow cards for Conceição. I don't know. No, I would not say that, Mitch. I would not say that. Yeah, but of course, in Italy they will always say that it's clear against Juve. Guys, what are we speaking about? It's like if you would say to an Interista, what do you feel about that trophy in your museum? They know deep inside that it's a dirty trophy, that it's a fake trophy, that it's a replica. They know it deep inside. They are ashamed deep inside, but they will tell you that it's the most beautiful trophy. They change that narrative, telling you that it's the most beautiful trophy they ever won. And the most beautiful thing there, the player goes on the ground, I don't know for what reason. Then they whistle, they give the ball to Monza. Monza, from a ball near to the corner kick, offensively of Cope, they give it back to Di Gregorio. Disaster. No more Dusan Vlahovic. Aya. Top 8 in Serie A, play and silence. We were robbed of a penalty. True. I don't remember that penalty. Probably there was a penalty on Dusan. That's true. That's true. For earlier, the question, do you think we were lucky? For Mitch. No. That's according to me, that can be whistle penalty. That can be possibly whistle penalty. Tell me if on the zone they are saying it or not. Because they're really keeping Dusan Vlahovic there. Huh? Maverick, Beppe, do you think they will continue to win in Serie A now? Who? And that we will continue. But first we need to start. Before continue, we need to start. Then if you tell me about the history of Juve, of course, guys, Ruslan showed us earlier that some negative moments can happen. We are in a tough moment. We are rebuilding. It takes more time than predicted, but Juventus always came back. Now, the question is, when will we come back? And how long will it take? And will that project be successful, or will we need at a certain moment to give up and starting a new one? These are the real questions. Then that we will come back, I have absolutely no idea. If you are asking indeed, because I see your next comment, Beppe, we are speaking about now, not the Scudetto, but the wins. The Fiorentina game is fundamental. If you win against Fiorentina, you convince yourself that you are able to do some beautiful games, that you are able to go over that, unfortunately, not beautiful thing for you to not win more than 2 games in a row. You're obliged. Do I think that? I don't know. Because Cope manners, precaution, but precaution means 2 months at Juve. Will he be there on the field? Will he not be there on the field? First question, ragazzi? No, but no, Acrepi. No, because in our most difficult moments, that people were nearly burning the offices in La Continassa, minus 15, look at Manchester City, guys. I would be... No, I'm not speaking about Del Neri. I'm speaking about now, the recent past. In our most difficult moments, we always we always qualified to Champions League on the field. We were third, fourth. Most difficult moments of Juve, guys. Huh? Look at Manchester City. Look at what's happening there because they have that sanction, possibly maybe going in second division of Premier League. Look what is happening to them. It's tough, huh? And we were that strong to at least finish third, fourth. I think that not a lot of people respected what the team did without management, with players that were here and there, yes, no. I think that but even in the period of Gigi Del Neri, how long did it take? 2 years. 2 years. Because before that we were second and third, coming from Serie B, second and third, and then we were seventh, and then we won the Scudetto again. So even that, it was really, really short where people were, of course it was the worst moments, but that it was short. So Juve always comes back. Always comes back. Milan, but also Inter, they were out of Champions League really low. And sometimes, no, it's not good for Juve. But for these teams, being so low, how contradictory that it is, allowed them to come back. Because when you are so low for consecutive years, nobody is expecting nothing about you. And you are able to build without pressure because nobody is expecting you to win. It was always Juve that was winning. So pressure was on Juve, not on the other ones. And you had the time to do it. We had leaders in that era. We need to create new leaders. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think that Kenan can also play in that position. Must? I don't agree. That we are saying that Cope has more difficulties in playing that position, we are right. And today we saw Nico Gonzalez doing it. That we must play him. I don't know, because I love Kenan on the left. Huh? I really love what he's doing on the job of Kenan on the left is good. It's good. Today we saw him much closer to the goal. Today he scores 2 goals on the 4 attempts, and we are speaking about a phenomenal Yildiz that was found by Thiago Motta to play him closer to the goal. Today he's going 3 times on target on 4, and we are not speaking about that because he didn't score. Nico is great as a number 10. I agree. And it allows Kenan to do a beautiful job there on the left. Hey, that's a big question that we don't know, Brammer. But that's something I don't want to worry today about. Yes and no. Look at Milan. Today or yesterday, I heard the word from their leaders. They were saying, like when we bought or we took over Milan in USA, they called us to say you are crazy because you are not able to make some money in Europe with the sporting teams. And the problem in Europe when they are managing teams is because they are influenced by emotions. And that's why they are overspending on players, because they have one thing in mind is the trophy, winning the Scudetto, for example. We are not like that. We think that we can do it without the... If I heard that, you know what it looked? The managers that are saying it, huh? You know what I was hearing? I was hearing a message to the Milan fans that was like, Milanisti, score. No, so I will start back. Milanisti, smile because it's grey. Because soon it will be black. Milanisti are now in depression because it's a grey moment. Soon it will be a dark, really dark period. Okay, what does that mean? They are emotional. They want to win the Scudetto. The other presidents of the club. What are you speaking about? What are they speaking about? Are you crazy? They are overspending because they are emotional and they want to win the Scudetto. And that's why they don't make money. Okay. Can be dangerous, huh? Okay, guys, I will close the live. They want to make money. They want to do. They believe that they can win the Scudetto, which can, attenzione, it can happen, but without emotions of not having that really as an objective. Objective one is being profitable. It's a business. That's what they send, business, which is even maybe correct, honestly. But it's first business, and we can do it with our Moneyball, with our statistics only, and I don't know. Indeed, Felice is saying here, I would cry if I was a Milan fan. Me too, guys. That's really taking away the eye. Even if you think about it, because if you are, of course, we are speaking like that. When you are a guy that is buying a club, you don't do it because you also want to win money. Let's be honest. And it's totally normal that you want to earn money. But the fans, they don't care. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear me. No, they don't want. But they could possibly process and hear, we need to be sustainable because we cannot lose millions and hundreds and millions. That's something that they can process. But they cannot hear, we don't care about winning the Scudetto, and there are some passionate presidents that believe in the Scudetto, and that is actually the wrong thing. No, that's not good. That's absolutely not good. Anyway, buonanotte. I see that most of those people are now saying buonanotte, so if you didn't, please close the door of the live with a maximum of like. Don't forget about that. I will post the trophy on IG and here in the community notes. So don't forget to put a maximum of likes so that these things are also seen. I see Marcello, that's a long time ago that I didn't see you during the live, or at least seeing your messages. I have always loved and believed in the qualities of Nicolosi Caviglia. I'm happy, sincerely happy that he's doing well at Venezia. I'm happy that he took the chance to say, and it's tough, when you are a Juventino, when you grew up and you did all the academy, it's tough to say goodbye. Because you always want, in a way, to believe in magic, to believe in things. Wait, stay, guys, stay before closing. We do something. Wait. The future cocky for Juve. No, it's not the future cocky, it's the fortune cookie. We were there, huh? More or less. Maggie saying, my name is Luciana. Ciao, Luciana. Grande Luciana. I love when we have tifose in the chat. Grande Luciana. It's the same. But no, I'm happy for him, but I'm not regretting Hans, and probably at Juve would not have done that then either. Marcello is watching the video, so I go with one. The message for Juve. I don't know what's inside, of course. It's closed, you see it. Maybe we can clip that. I don't know if Neven is already on bet, or Serrazzo or whoever. Maybe we can clip it. So you see the fortune cookie of Juventus Football Club for the year 2025. Bist du fertig? Are you ready? I love them. They are really great. Fortune cookie has spoken for Juventus Football Club. Some people, they are interpreting my smile as it's over, guys and girls. Some people are saying hype, hype, hype. Attenzione. Johnny saying, that smile. That damn smile. Fortune is crazy. The fortune cookie said, you can read it yourself. Can some write, show me how happy or sad they are with the message? Can someone tell me how happy or sad they are with that message? The year ahead will bring good fortune. And if you are now close to the Allianz Stadium, you will see the J Medical with champagne. You will see everyone celebrating. It's the Scudetto year, guys. It's the Champions League year. Or maybe starting even with the Supercoppa. Who knows, in Saudi Arabia. But you were here. Maybe we can clip that and we can make it. Dieses Jahr wird ein gutes Jahr. Cette année sera une année de prospérité. The year ahead will bring good fortune. Dit jaar wordt een jaar van voorspoed. Este año será prospero. Club World Cup, who knows? Attenzione, attenzione. Grazie Juventini of the world. Michael is saying clip this, but you can do it yourself, Michael. You screen record and then you send it to me. Thank you, Juventini. Thank you to Shalfa, to Jorge, to Alessio. Thank you for the people that supported the chat, not only with likes and with views that are the most appreciated, but also doing something extra like Matt, like Nochen, like GJustjuve. Thank you to Paolo as well. Thank you Tomek, thank you Peter, Gitti, Bogdan. Thank you to Orion, to Darius, to Daniel White, and also thank you to all of you. And you know with how much it is appreciated. With 35,083, we are closing today's live. Grazie, forza.